Welcome to Old Game Plus, and the other people on the show have been playing a lot of MKX at the moment. It's
very popular game at the moment. It just came out in the last week.
pretty full on and violent and gory. So
yeah, so we thought we'd go back and have a look at Mortal Kombat and where it's taken the game industry.
Well, if we go back right to the start, back in the early 90s, there was a real moral outrage. There was
very much, and it's so much moral outrage that the government got involved.
Yeah, and in the US they had a congressional hearing, and well, the claim was that, and this is a quote, games like this have almost TV quality graphics, but are overwhelmingly violent, sexist, and racist.
And how things have changed.
Yes, so we've come a long way, haven't we? So,
we have.
But one of the things that came out of that congressional hearing was the ESRB, the ratings board.
The ratings board. So that was formed basically because of that game and another game called Night Trap at the time that were really causing a moral outrage. So basically the games industry in America got together to police themselves over the content of games, and out of that came the ESRB.
Well, they had to do it as somebody else would. I mean, at the time Nintendo had one view, which was the family view, which was the blood was green and it was sweat and so on. And Sega had the other view.
Where, not changing the game at all and everything.
A little bit of yelling at each other,
yes.
blaming each other for it. But the ratings board was probably a good outcome. We got a similar thing in Australia as well around a similar time.
And the whole world basically followed suit as well.
Now, Mortal Kombat 2 came out. That was a bit better received as far as panic goes. In Germany, they confiscated all the games.
Yes, and the ban ran out though 10 years later. So in 2005, you could play legally in Germany. You could play Mortal Kombat 2.
I'm sure they would have been wrapped, and the graphics would have looked awesome.
Yeah, so, TV quality.
But if we skip forward, I mean, we got a ratings out of that. We skip forward a lot later to when Mortal Kombat 9 came out. And here in Australia, we were pushing for an R18 plus
at the time.
Yeah. And the R18 plus didn't come quick enough for Mortal Kombat to be classified.
So because it wasn't classified, it couldn't be. We didn't have an R rating to classify it. It wasn't able to be sold. But there was other ways to get it.
Everybody seemed to have a copy.
Yeah.
So as it happens these days, but it does seem though that and we got the R18 plus, but it does seem like a lot of controversies like the moral outrage over Mortal Kombat and other things that go on seem to be rooted in the idea that we're all a certain demographic.
Yes.
Gamers are all a certain type. Now we come to Mortal Kombat or MKX.
Yeah. And the games have grown up. They've gotten more brutal, more violent. The people that play them have grown up. The industry's grown up. So
the moral outrage was this. We didn't have any congressional hearings this time, so we have made a big improvement. But,
but over the journey, Mortal Kombat has been a litmus test for the whole industry, and it's brought the industry with it.
Well, over 20 years of Mortal Kombat, big changes. Enjoy MKX if you can. It's really come a long way in that time.